Everyone, it's Becky, and welcome back to Building with Becky. Do you know what month it is? It is Scoobatober. The House Super 2 Scooby Doo DLC is coming out this month on October 23rd, and I am very excited. So, to celebrate the release coming so soon, I decided to make my own mystery machine from scratch here in sandbox mode. Isn't it so cute? But first of all, before we begin, they shared a few more screenshots to get us excited for the DLC, and we can look through them together real quick. I am checking out these pictures on the House Super 2 Scooby Doo DLC page right here. I will have it linked down below if you want to check out yourself. It's got all the pictures and the planned release date, obviously, as well as a little more information about the DLC. So if you want to check that out, you can. I have another video that I posted a couple of weeks ago about the DLC, so check that video out too if you're looking for more info. But here are a few of the pictures that they shared. Here is the real mystery machine that is actually going to be in game as a vehicle to buy, I assume. So mine looks a little different, but still pretty good, I think. Looks like we got a cool diner here. There's like some diner seats. I really like how this looks. Just looks really nice. Nice fish there too. That's already in game, so it's kind of funny to like prominently display that, but whatever. Here is some of the fun new like mid-century items. We've got this really cool like kidney bean shaped coffee table and some nice leather furniture. That chair looks really cool. I can't really tell what that is, but then this is a whole like record stand. That looks really nice. I'm excited to have the record stand. And then this little arrow light up thing looks really pretty too. And what is this? A pinnacle of something. I can't read that, but they've got some neon arrows. So very cool. Definitely lots of fish pinnacle type of things going on. Other neon arrows. Looks like a little almost like fun zone. Is that a like good word you say it? But there's like this little office area. It looks like maybe ticketing, perhaps. And then lots of posters in here. Looking good. Here is a big bed. This all looks like new furniture. They have like little like almost like squishmallow different little Scooby-Doo characters. So that's Scooby and Shaggy right there. I think they have all of them in there. Scooby-Doo like neon sign here. These are both new posters. A giant dagger. Interesting. This looks like a new pattern here. Surface finish. What else? Obviously a gigantic building. I assume this is one of the new jobs slash houses. Looks really cool. Nice four-story, I guess, and like a big rooftop. Very cool. Ooh, we got like some caution tape. And then in here, it looks like an arcade. This is probably one of the jobs. Obviously, we've got all kinds of stuff in here to clean up. Not really seeing too much new in here. These are all like already in game, these little decorations. Ooh, look at this. I'm really intrigued by like the diagonal staircase. I'm not sure if, they just rotated them or if this will be an actual feature to just originally make them diagonal ourselves without having to like just make a regular one and rotate it. So we'll see, I guess. But yeah, this looks like another big job. I'm assuming the jobs will be pretty big. This job looks really cool, like a more outdoorsy type of thing. Like here's this bar area. This looks pretty cool. I think the patterns there. Pizza. I wonder what that says. Reverb? I don't know. Is that like a name of the band in Slipper 2? Sarcastic Reverb? I don't know. I just had to look, and I was right. I never use this poster, but apparently I have looked at it a couple times and remembered that it is indeed sarcastic reverb. That's really funny. Okay, but anyways, that must be like a little stage area for that band. And then this looks really cool. This is kind of the actual house that they showed in the Summer Splash live stream, so that's kind of cool to see it like all finished up here. Like they had this little pond area. They had the bed up there. They put in like all the posters, the Scooby Doo light in there. But this table looks kind of the same. There was like a little record player over here behind these windows. And this kitchen area, it has the little Scooby sandwich snack stack there. little living room area. So that looks nice. And then I think this looks amazing. Like they made a gigantic shark. What the heck? Why have I never thought to make a giant shark building? I'm jealous that they did that first, but I see like an entire track. This is literally a roller coaster. But these are like the little cars, roller coaster cars. They go like into the mouth. They go around the back. There's like a little hill there. It comes around. Oh my gosh, I'm super excited to check out this job. This is like it's gonna be so fun. Oh, whoa, this is my first time looking through all these, if you can't tell. But wow. Whoa, is this a cop car? Those look like cop lights. This is like another van. Is this a Scooby van, except like with different surface finishes on it to make it look old? This building is so cool. This architecture, I really like this. Ooh, new pirate flag too. That's fun. It looks like a life preserver there too. What's going on? I can't really tell what else is new, but that looks super exciting. Ooh, is this the moon back here? It looks like it must be the moon. Another job, of course, really overgrown and everything. Got the scaffolding. An open sign. That's nice. What else? Welcome. Teacup ride. Teacup ride. Oh my gosh. This is such a nice screenshot with like these old branches here in the front and the sun shining back there. But teacup ride, what the heck? What's back here? I can't tell. Ooh, these jobs are gonna be so good, I think. I'm really excited to actually play jobs. Shocker, but they look awesome. And then this last one, leave this place. Ooh, a little ship here. This is like a Pinnacove fishery museum, I guess. That's kind of one of the things in the game too. They've got like the little poster for it and like the little pamphlet for it. So I think they might have actually built the museum. Got the ship there, all the fishies. Whatever happened with this green slime, so really cool. But yeah, Scooby Doo DLC coming on October 23rd. And now let's get back to my tour of my homemade mystery machine. Okay, here she is. Look at Scooby there in the window. That was my favorite part of doing this. Let me just show you a really funny how he looks at nighttime because I love how he looks at night. There he is. Oh my gosh, he's just like this little mysterious dark shadow in there. But you can still tell he's Scooby-Doo. He's iconic, obviously. Okay, back in the daytime, here is a little view of all the angles of the mystery machine. I didn't do too much in this lot besides do a few trees back there and kind of have it in the dirt here. I didn't really know what else to do. I just wanted to focus on building the actual mystery machine. Oh, it's also funny that Scooby kind of follows you everywhere. Like he's looking at me here, he's looking at me here, he's even peeking at me through this doorway. I always feel like someone's watching me. Anyways, this is the mystery machine. I have looked at a couple people's van type builds here on House Flipper 2 before via mod.io, and they've done some really cool things. So I definitely got some inspiration from things I have looked at in the past. It's definitely kind of box-like, but I feel like that's what the mystery machine kind of is. So I'm not too mad about how this turned out. I mean, it definitely looks like the mystery machine, so whatever. I put some headlights and some little like secondary lights here that I need to turn on. And the front looks pretty cute. For like the scallop type thing, I used these little wavy wall shelves. I saw someone do this in one of the houses I toured for a community content spotlight before, probably this spring, I think, and I thought it looked really cool how they kind of inset it into the wall. So that's what I did to kind of get the mystery machine effect that they have going on the real mystery machine. It's the closest idea I had to be able to kind of mimic that look. So I'm happy with it. And then obviously I found a big PNG of the mystery machine logo as well as the flowers. So I think it turned out pretty cool, pretty accurate looking. And then just because I thought I was missing a little something, I used the floor transition strips to do a little bit of black outlining on like the middle and bottom of this, just because it kind of went along with the black outline along the logo, and I thought it just finished things off a little bit more. And then the actual in-game little tires are like really small, so I just used these big cylinders. Like this is as short as they get, so they're kind of like super wide tires, but that's okay. And then I inset the actual in-game tires into it, so just to give it a little bit more of a tire look. And then they have like the big tire shaped thing here in the front too with the flower on it. So I did that. I did like the same shelf scallop look there in the front, the headlights. These are like air vents. And then over here, I put the door into the actual van. I didn't do like actual looking doors for the like driver's side and passenger side. But I have the door here, so you can enter this door in to get into and drive the vehicle too, I suppose. But I saw some more flowers back here, the same like scallopy look, and then these same little black strips in here as well. And then this is a Mystery Machine camper van, and you can get a little sneak peek into what the inside of it looks like from here. And then the back doors open up. I just made them green, and then I put a couple more little flowers on either part of the door. I have little rear lights, and then I have a ZOINKS license plate on it, so that is really fun. And then this is like probably, a little storage type space if you had like a real camper van. But I put in this little Halloween little candy coffin here because I thought that was a fun idea because it is Halloweeny. Yeah, really cute, I thought. But yeah, that is what the entire outside of the mystery machine looks like. I also have a skylight up there just to add a little bit more brightness into the inside of the camper van because it is a very tiny little space. But yeah, let's drop down and we can head on inside this mystery machine camper van. I like using this door here with like these three little windows on it, and then it's like probably a little fold up type of step here to get into it if this is a real camper van. So we will head on inside the Mystery Machine camper van in all its little glory. I definitely had a fun time with this color scheme. So I did obviously the bright green and like the cyan colors as well as the orange, so really pretty. And just because they did a lot of like purpley tones in the advertising for the DLC, I did some little purple accents in here as well, so just super cute. So first of all, we've got the front actual area where you drive. I use this light as a steering wheel. That's the best thing I can find for a steering wheel. Got the brake and the gas there. That's like the front looks like. Got the windshield. We've got Scooby here, the passenger princess. Passenger prince, I suppose. But yeah, that is Scooby Dooby Doo. And then we got the windows and the two nice big seats here. Oh my gosh, I should do like a stack of sandwiches. One second. I'm gonna do that on my desk table area over here. Okay, I put it back there on my table, so we'll get to that in a minute. But also in the front here, I did these little curtains to separate like the living space from the driving space. And then you can have it open, when you want to for a little more light from this front area. But yeah, that is, what's going on up there. And then we come into the best part of this tiny little space, which is the living space. You can stand up in it, but it is very short in here. It is approximately how many blocks tall? I know it's 6'8" but I'm not sure. I can't even see it so tiny in here, but it is 10 blocks tall only, which is very small, but this is supposed to be a van. So right here is the kitchen area. We've got a little sink. We've got a little hot plate here with two burners, lots of storage, probably space up here for clothes and stuff, any kind of items you need to store. There's quite a bit of cabinet space. This one is a little mini fridge, so that's fun. But yeah, upper cabinets, lower cabinets, the sink, hot plate. We got some spices there. I really liked my backsplash. I did like the subway tiles, and then I did the accent of like the square tiles. And in the lighter colored ones, I put these same flowers that are part of the outside of the mystery machine. I thought those are really cute. And then over here, I have a coffee machine, some coffee, and a cutie pie, a little pumpkin bowl full of more little Halloween candies. And then over here, this is my bathroom area, I suppose, a little vanity space. We've got a little mirror, we've got some toothpaste, toothbrush, some face products, a couple of towels. Yeah, just a little space there. There is no toilets, no shower, no bathroom type of anything in here. So oh well, that's okay. But anyways, back here is the bed area. I just have it lifted up pretty high. Underneath right here, we've got some drawers, which is really nice. And then the bed is super cozy. We've got a little blanket here folded up on the end of the bed, and then a little shelf with some books and a plant. Got a little window up on top of either side, and then a little like headboard type of thing. A few pillows, a little plushie, and then another little shelf here above the head of the bed right there. Just looks really nice. I just loved using these colors. Like, this is the only time I would ever use bright green, bright orange, and bright teal bluish colors all together. But definitely we're onto something when they made the color schemes for the Mystery Machine, because it all looks really nice together. And then the last part of the inside of the van is this little desk slash table area. So here I have a really nice big corkboard, and I made it all super cute, of course. I have a poster for the Scooby-Doo Scoobtober right there. I have a little light above it too. And then this is another one of the promotional pictures for the DLC. Got the mystery machine, and then just a little cute Halloween type of scene. And then I just have a few of the in-game postcards and a few of the stickers. And I also did little Polaroids of the gang there. We got Fred, Shaggy, Velma, and Daphne. Super cute. And then Scooby here is in a special little frame. And then I just have one of the little post-it notes that says "Call Mom," just for a little something else. And then this is the little table area. I used a windowsill for the top of the table there. Little chair. I've got the little stack of sandwiches that I just added in here. They've got the laptop right there, a little travel mug, and then a little notebook that I put a little blue paw print on. A little gift from Scooby-Dooby-Doo right there. And then underneath I just put a little pair of shoes underneath it. And then right here is the actual last little part of the build here. I just have this little shelf that I put in right here. I've got some books. I've got a picture of the gang there. Cute. Just a couple little knickknacks. Another picture of them right there. Some office supplies and other little knickknacks. So yeah, that is just about it for the inside of my Mystery Machine camper van. I think it's a really cute, definitely super duper tiny, but I could fit in a lot of stuff into this little space. So let's jump on out and admire the outside one more time. I had a fun time doing this little build here. It was really fun. I hope you enjoyed touring it with me, and I hope you're looking forward to this Scooby-Doo DLC. Let me know what part of the DLC you are most excited for. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you later. Bye!